stuff you like, and you know what I like? Acting, as it turns out. So here's a question for you. Do you ever just sort of forget how good things are? Or how much you like them? We're going to be talking a little bit about Hedonic Adaptation, and we're also going to be talking a little bit about Avatar: The Last Airbender and Sherlock and a whole bunch of other things, but you know what? Let's go back a little bit. In July 2019, I answered an ad that I saw and also was told about to audition for a 1920s Oscar Wilde meets murder mystery kind of play. And I turned up and I auditioned for the part of Cecile, and they said, yeah, we like you, and it was all good. And so we're performing in Chilham Village Hall, which is a very nice spot, on October the 4th and 5th. 2019, in case you're watching this in the future. And it's going to be great, and I get to wear a very nice dress. Normally I don't wear dresses, like ever. Maybe at weddings. But it's a pretty good dress. It's very Cecile. So the play is about a group of friends, and Jack in the jacket. There's a line in the play which goes, I trust the jacket's yours. What? Of course it's mine. The tailoring alone would suggest as much. Very few people would deliberately wear such a thing. This group meet up at the house of their friend Henry for some mysterious business, and then it all starts to go a little bit awry. It's a very wordy kind of play, which you would expect from the pitch of Oscar Wilde meets Agatha Christie. I went to an audition for a musical recently, more on that some other time, and they said, do you need a copy of the script for the scene we asked you to prepare? And I said, no, I think I'm okay, thank you. And I did not say, you don't understand. It's in something approximating modern English. I'm golden. Because that's probably more information than they really need. So it turns out I'm quite good at learning lines, which was nice because after I had a baby, I was worried that I couldn't actually hold coherent thoughts in my head anymore. And I couldn't for a while, so it's nice that that's back. I also know where my keys are nowadays, but that's because I put them on a hook. So to return to the original question posed, do you ever just sort of forget that you like things or how good they are? For example, I have not watched the first season of Sherlock in years, but I'm sure if I did, I would sit down and think, wow, yeah, this is really good TV. I watched a couple of episodes of Avatar: The Last Airbender recently, and I was struck all over again by how funny and sharp and poignant it was. Or you see someone you know doing something that they're really, really good at and think, wow, you're amazing. I'm so glad we're friends. If you also have this experience, please leave me a comment and tell me I'm not alone. I suspect, however, that it's actually quite common because of hedonic adaptation, which is to say the theory that you return to the same kind of range of happiness regardless of your life circumstances. It's also called the hedonic treadmill because you always end up in the same place. Desire hath no rest, is endless in itself. Perpetual. I remember reading a blog post which theorized that people in California are, on average, more miserable than people who live other places in the United States because the weather is always perfect there and so they don't appreciate it. I have no idea if either of these things is true. I started doing stage combat a little over a year ago and I suddenly thought to myself, oh yeah, shoot, acting, I remember, I like this. This is why I spent basically all of my after-school club time either at the Christian Union or at the drama club. That's why I took part in all of those plays at school and all of those sketches and comedy bits and all that other stuff when I was at university. I remember! And here we are. I haven't been in an actual play, and trust me, I counted in 15 years. One assumes that you don't actually need to wait that long for it to feel fun and new again, but boy, it really does. Regardless, it has been very instructive. Fun, too. Definitely fun to revisit things you've done before as the person you are now. So you remember I hit a Patreon goal last month? And I promised to make a stage combat video? I think I might have had an idea. Watch this space. And if you would like to see the whole process of me making the video, then you should come and join us on Patreon, where you get access to all of the exclusive, like, behind-the-scenes stuff that's coming up. Anyway, I'm off to practice my lines. I'll see you all next time.